What's up and welcome to FPL Today. I'm JNO, welcome to the channel and welcome to our top 5 cheap defenders episode, where I try and pick out the top 5 defenders that could be 5 million or less, that could have a great impact on your Fantasy Premier League season, that are the ones that maybe you're not thinking of. I could quite easily do an episode about Marcos Alonso, Azpilicueta, Gary Cahill, Valencia. There's so many great defensive options out there. The hardest bit to pick is usually the cheaper defenders that can still pick you up those FPL points. But before we get into today's episode, this episode is brought to you today by the FPL Today t-shirt, a new t-shirt we're launching for the beginning of the Fantasy Premier League season. It's the t-shirt you can get right now. The JNO Spreadshirt store will be taken down either today or tomorrow, so if you do want anything and it's still live, quickly go and check that out. But we are bringing out the FPL Today t-shirt with the relaunch and the rebranding of the channel, so feel free to go and get one of those for yourself. There's mugs, t-shirts, all sorts of different things you can get with the FPL Today logo on it. Anyway, on with the episode, and today we are looking at the top 5 cheap defenders. Some of these I don't have amazing knowledge about, I'm going to be honest, but stats wise they look like they could be very, very promising. So let's just jump straight into it. Okay, starting off with number 5, and we're looking at Tommy Smith from Huddersfield. Now, I don't know much about Championship. If you want an FPL manager that knows a lot about Championship football, go check out Kurt Yoy's channel. He's been watching it for years because Sheffield Wednesday have been in it for years. Sorry, Kurt. But he should know a lot more about Tommy Smith than I do. However, the stats I do have available to me suggest that he could be one of the standout options in that Huddersfield defence. My estimated price for him is going to be 4.5 million. He doesn't have any Fantasy Premier League points to be referring to because he wasn't in the Fantasy Premier League last season. But Huddersfield did get 12 clean sheets last season. Now, that's not a lot out of 46 games, to be honest, but it's the goals and assists that make him look very promising. 4 goals and 10 assists, that's 14 goals he was involved in the entire season. And the fixture list for Huddersfield doesn't look too bad either, as they have Crystal Palace away, but then they have Newcastle and Southampton at home, West Ham away, Leicester at home, Burnley away, and then that Spurs game does look a bit difficult, but that is in game week 7. So Tommy Smith looks like he could be a great option for us to get those cheap defenders in that allow us to spend more elsewhere. Coming in at number 4 is Alfie Mawson, who we know had a great end to the Fantasy Premier League season last year. We're estimating his price at 5 million. He got 94 points last season, but a lot of those points came in the tail end of the season. His points per match was at 3.5. Swansea got 7 clean sheets with him on the field, but he scored 4 goals and had 23 attempts. Again, a lot of that came in the second half of the season. No assists, but 9 bonus points, and their fixture list has the likes of Southampton away, Manchester United at home, Crystal Palace away, Newcastle at home, Spurs away, Watford at home, and then West Ham away. So ups and downs there, but with Mawson's potential for goals as well as the potential of some clean sheets in those fixtures, he could be a great acquisition for the start of the Fantasy Premier League season. You may want to get someone in slightly cheaper at 4.5 depending on where you're spending your money, but 5 million isn't bad for a defender that showed a decent knack for scoring a good goal. Coming in at number 3, and this probably is the most expensive one on this list, coming in at 5.5 million, but it's Kieran Trippier. Now, Kieran Trippier is going to be playing for a Spurs defence. If Kyle Walker moves, he should be the first choice right back. Spurs have a good defence, hence why his price is at least going to be 5.5 million. I can't see it being any lower. If it is, then snap him up, trust me. Last season he had 51 points, but that was from 12 appearances. Points per match was at 4.3, which is a very decent return. Clean sheets, he was involved in 3 clean sheets himself. Goals, he didn't score any, but he had 3 attempts on goal, but it's the assists. 5 assists he managed to get out of 12 appearances, and 7 bonus points. And the fixture list for Spurs, while it does have some tough fixtures in there like Chelsea and Everton, you do have Newcastle away, Burnley at home, Swansea at home, West Ham and Huddersfield away. So Kieran Trippier is the most expensive man on this list, but I think he could be a very good acquisition for Fantasy Premier League managers. Coming in at number 2, and it's Cedric Suarez. Now, there's a lot of transfer rumours going around about Cedric Suarez from Southampton, so he may not be a Southampton player for too much longer, we don't know, but if he is, we're looking at about 5 million for him, and he got 102 points last season. Points per match was at 3.4. He was involved in 11 clean sheets with Southampton, and he had 20 attempts on goal. He didn't score any, but he had 20 attempts. If he can just up that conversion just a little bit, he could be getting some more points. 3 assists, but there's promise there that he could get more assists as well. Bonus points 11, and we all know Southampton have a great start to the season with a lot of home games against the likes of Swansea, West Ham, Watford, and then away games against the likes of Huddersfield, Crystal Palace and Stoke. And then finally coming in at number 1 based off of last season's stats, and it's going to be Gareth McAuley. Now it's very, very possible that a different West Brom defender will come in and score the points instead of Gareth McAuley. The season before it was Craig Dawson. Chris Brunt is also a very good option. So I'd maybe stretch this out there over the West Brom defence in general, but Gareth McAuley last season showed a good knack for getting in the right place at the right time to score a goal. His estimated price will probably be around the 5 million mark. He got 131 points last season. Points per match was at 3.6. Clean sheets, he was involved in 7 himself, but he managed to get 6 goals from 16 attempts on goal, which is a great conversion rate. He got 1 assist as well. Bonus points, he managed to get 14. And then the fixture list is Bournemouth, Burnley, Stoke, Brighton, West Ham as the first 5, which is a decent start to the season. Watford is fixture number 7 after a difficult fixture against Arsenal. So guys, that is my top 5 defenders. Make sure in the comments down below to leave anyone you think I may have missed out. James Milner would make this, but I think he's going to be around the 6 million mark and up. So that's why he's not on this list at all, just in case you were wondering. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit that like button. Also hit that notification button if you want to know when a Fantasy Premier League video is uploaded on FPL Today. Also subscribe if you're new, and check out my Patreon if you want to support the channel, where you can donate a small monthly fee to just help the channel keep growing. I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.